Welcome to Young Growth. I'm your host, Phil, and today I'm going to be making an announcement that I've been quite anxious and have taken quite a bit of time to think about. My channel, as you know right now, is dedicated to make you, my audience, a better person, a high value person in both habits, mind, and physique. But how should I say this? It still be dedicated to that, but changing it up a bit. As any advisor would know, or anyone would know, you need to take advice from someone who has experience through the thing that you wanted to improve on, whether it be dating, money, sex life, relationships, or just self-improvement. And that's what this channel is about. But not only does it just self-improvement, I want to change it a little bit more into another course of path, and that's masculinity or manliness for male. Myself, I have been on an improvement journey for a couple of months, which is not a lot for someone you should trust with your improvement journey yourself on. But because of this one YouTuber named Hamza,
Do the hard work. 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 Especially when you don't feel like it. Mwah.
he's a YouTuber influencer on YouTube who teaches, mostly his target audience is toward adolescents or teenagers growing to manhood, or at least in someone in their 20s, growing more into manhood. And it's basically talking about masculinity and how to improve better instead of being distracted by social media, porn, and video games. To be high value, and that's where my inspirations come from him, Hamza. So I don't know if he's watching this in a couple minutes in, but thank you. Just want to say thank you to you. I'm not trying to copy you. I'm not trying to copy him at all. No, his experience is that of a 35-year-old man. He had many experience to life with college and high school, and I have the same kind of connection with him too, because I was a fucking loser who doesn't know anything, who doesn't know what to do with their life, have no purpose, legit just wake up, go to school, and then go home, freaking jerk off and play video games and then sleep. Just that every single day. I have no goal, no purpose. I don't even eat right food. I just eat cheeseburger every single day. Oh my god. And of course, he doesn't just change me. I changed myself personally too. For a year and a half ago, I started working out. And then as it progressively get better for my self-image and confidence, I also began to question, like, what's the point of working out? What's the point of, like, bettering myself for my pride and not showing it? And that's another weakness in me. Showing my pride, doing it for validation from others. Because, to be honest with you, the reason I started working out because I want to look better for my crush. Legit, just that. And as I progressively get better, I started thinking of doing it for half of it for myself and half of it for validation for others. But in secret, I don't show off my body. I was a quiet kid back then. And when I do videos, I just like, oh, top 10, or freaking, no, how'd you do this, how'd you do that? And even though there's 2 videos on my YouTube channel right now, the top 10 on how to do this, how to do that, it's those practices. I did it over and over again, and I deleted it. Put it in the trash can because I don't like it.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
I don't like it because it was so scripted. After I legit spent days writing the script, I had to freaking doing a voiceover, which I don't even like, and I had to edit. But now sitting on camera, I feel more. And I don't even have a strip at all. Let me show you. Let me show you my stand. I have to be honest with you. This is just my stand right now. This book is an improvement book. As you can see, some Richard Dad, Poor Dad. And legit, that's my type on to hold my phone, which I'm using it as a recorder. And this light too, this board, which so all the detailed tasks for today, pretty much. And that's pretty much it. There's nothing else. I used to use this table here to videotape, but it doesn't just feel right to. Honestly, no script at all. Just get it on my mind. If I need to stop and think, I just stop and think a bit. And that's pretty much it. But I also do research too. Of course, I have to do research too, and write journal about my and then review. Of course, review the path and journey and improvement I have taken to see if it actually work. To see if it actually work, not just from Hamza, but also from other YouTube too. Perspective. That's the most important thing. Different perspective made a person better. And I found another one, which is a Dean World. Search it up. He's pretty dope. Actually, he's really dope. Pretty much like a bit like Hamza, but more slow pace, something like that. Just to make an announcement that I'm changing my course, and hopefully those who have stayed stay for more regular lesson, I guess. And I would try my best. I would definitely try my best to be consistent, more consistent, because my last video was a month apart. Well, not month, a month, but weeks apart. I don't want that. There's a reason to have trouble doing so too, because the fail delete the top 10. How'd you do this? I stripped it over voice, and I don't want to do that. So I'm changing up a new thing, which is me, my daily freaking uniform, towel, hair, lights, and just talking to you about masculinity and how to be a high value person. And yeah, if you watched this till this far, just want to say thank you for taking your time out to watch me on my boring ass narrative and weird announcement. But yeah, thank you, and remember to always improve, always improve, always improve. No matter what, no matter how small the action is, no matter how small the progress is, it's still progress, and you should celebrate it for yourself. Of course, 1% better than someone who doesn't do it. It's way better. Does that make sense? 1% better. Doing 1% of things better is way better than someone who just sit on their ass every single day and don't do anything at all. So, pat yourself on the back. Good job. If you are on this journal, then, or if you're on this improvement journey, then feel free to join me, because I'm don't have much experience, and I'm just going to offer you the perspective of what an adolescent, teenagers, and a kid, kind of immature a little bit, a kid who's partially on improvement journey, and I'll tell you about it and everything that I learned through it, and how to better yourself too, especially if you are a teenager now, especially if you're a growing person, a growing adolescent into manhood. That's all I want to say. Giving you a new perspective. And I would highly recommend watching Hamza too. And remember, be willing, be mindful, and fucking don't stay out of your comfort zone. Fucking get out there and fucking work. You hear me? Fucking go out there and fucking work. Do it. What are you waiting for? Fucking do it. Oh my God.